Hello, my name is Barbara Rafferty. Some of you may know me from many things I've done. I'm so old, I've done many things in telly, stage and radio. And of course the odd bar mitzvah. No, only joking. No, I've done a lot of work and I've been in Taggart, River City, Take the High Road, and played Ella in Ramsay Nesbitt and Hamish Macbeth. I mean, just scores of stuff. And it's been most enjoyable. Well, she's an elderly woman, of course, and she's married to this chap who is bitten by a zombie, and it's really quite sad, you know, when the powers that be are seeking these people out, and it's a great cast and great crew. Absolutely very, very enjoyable today. Well, my agent called to say that Fraser, whom I didn't know, was interested in me to do this, and I read the script and I thought, yeah, definitely. It's absolutely spot on, and it's different. It's funny and it's sad, and it is different, and sort of, it seems so ordinary, but it's extraordinary, you know, the circumstances that people find themselves in. And to me it's got a depth that, you know, there's a thing about Alzheimer's in it, and I won't say too much, but there's a sort of correlation with Alzheimer's, I thought, and I found that really, really, really interesting, intriguing and illuminating. Yeah. Well, I've been quite emotional, I've been up and down, and working with all the chums, Billy and Ellen and Stephen. It's been a joy, and the crew, they're fabulous. The whole kit and caboodle are just so friendly and laid back and great. So yeah, we've gone from the gamut of emotions from A to B, no, I'm joking, from A to Z. I'd also like to thank you for your support for Cops and Monsters, and long may you continue to, and let's hope it gets on the big screen and for, you know, a big audience out there, because it deserves it, and I know young people would just absolutely adore it. It's terrific, so thanks very much, and keep on helping, okay?
My name is Bill McBain, and I am delighted to be playing Connor Tulloch, and you can see from this that there's something seriously wrong with me. I'm all zombied up and I can't remember having so much fun. Connor has been bitten whilst out, comes back and he's pan-breed deed, but then he wakens up and his wife finds him down washing the dishes like any normal zombie. We go on from there because there's a problem here, because he's not a fully fledged zombie yet. He's still capable of talking articulately and showing affection. So his wife virtually keeps him, and we realise that it's because of his medication that he's still been taking, and this has put him in some limbo somehow. Anyway, there's a little twist where he ends up not getting his proper medication. And I'd just like to say, on a personal note, I'd worked with Barbara before. We had done a couple of stage plays together, and she kindly suggested me to something that I've, well, without any fear of contradiction, I have never spent a better time acting in my life. Been all over the place doing all sorts of things, but the atmosphere of walking onto a set like this one day, I tell you, I don't even want to go home, and I want to keep this on forever. I have never worked with such a talented bunch of people and such a friendly bunch of people, and if it wasn't for the fact that I'm dead, I'd like to come back. So thanks to everybody, and just on a personal note as well, I would say please keep supporting if you can give generously if you can. And this thing could get bigger and bigger and bigger because it certainly deserves to. And I will wear it as a badge of, happy telling everybody that I was in it. So thank you very much.
My name's Debbie Moon. I'm one of the writers on season 2 of Cops and Monsters. I became involved in Cops and Monsters probably mainly because Fraser's been hassling me to do it for ages. But I just finished working on Wolfblood. I had various projects in development, but as we all know, developing things takes a long time. And the idea of doing something that could be written and filmed and get out there to an audience on Amazon Prime and out on the web kind of immediately almost was really attractive, and of course being able to play in this world as well with zombies and vampires and werewolves was also really attractive. My episode, I don't want to give too much away about my episode, but it involves Maya, who's in a very new place in her life, in this new, much more aggressive regime, trying to fit in, being called to a case that appears to be a simple zombie where a zombie shouldn't be, but realising that actually there's something else going on here. There could be a potential breakthrough for the world in this case. But then it all goes horribly wrong, as these things do. People should support Cops and Monsters because it is a brilliant series, because it's doing things that mainstream television is not doing, because it's bringing an authentic sense of Scotland into the fantasy world, and because it's full of brilliant actors, writers, directors, fantastic people at the beginnings of their careers who are going to achieve great things.
Hello, I'm Ellen Patterson and I play Maya Hedges in Cops and Monsters. Maya is she was a PITS officer, obviously, and now she has to work for Spiders, but it's not quite as straightforward as that, as she is working kind of undercover with Alexis. I just saw an audition post, and at the time it was kind of unclear about how many episodes we'd be doing or how long this kind of would all take, and then obviously I sent in my audition tape. Luckily got the part, and it's been amazing from there because it's kind of just been one thing to the next, and new episodes get written, and now obviously we're on series 2, which is amazing. Maya's character has just got even more interesting this season. She's basically kind of moved on from what she was more focused on in series 2, which is kind of her own personal sort of vendetta, if you will, against the supernatural community, and now she's actually really interested in this in creating a more equal society where supernatural beings and human beings can live together, although she still kind of teeters on the edge of actually favouring humans, which Alexis is not happy about. So she's basically working with Alexis to try and move forward in this, but obviously things never go quite as they're planned. To be honest, just the development of the character itself is really exciting because she's way more complex now than she was in series 2, so that's really, really exciting. And then there's all these new characters, so new relationships. It's just a whole sort of like new bag in series 2. That is such a difficult question. It's probably, actually, I would love to be in Thelma and Louise, obviously because it's amazing, but also get to kiss Brad Pitt. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Thank you so much for watching Cops and Monsters. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and just keep watching.
Hello, I'm Lou. I'm playing Ava, who is a werewolf. She is kind of at the moment part of, or the head of, the Uprising for pro-supernatural rights, because there's lots of what's going on back there? Madness around here. So head of the Uprising. A lot of it is online. It is kind of almost like anonymous, in terms of really kind of boosting the supernatural rights and pro-equality with the rest of the human race, which isn't going very well so far, even though we peacefully protest. We're getting a lot of backlash, a lot of violence, a lot of animosity from the human race, basically, which is really, really exciting. So that's what she does. So the way that I got involved with the show, Mr. Stephen Purdon, who is going to be shooting with us next week. I've worked with him before on River City, and Fraser, our lovely director, asked him, "Oh, do you know anybody that suits this role?" And he said, "I know someone," and put me in touch with Fraser, and I read the script and I thought, yeah, this will be for me, absolutely. Who doesn't want to be a werewolf? So yeah, that's how I got on board, which is great. So it's really nice to have friends and colleagues that you've worked with before kind of recommending you for roles and stuff. So that's how I've got involved, really. Yeah. If I was a vampire, a werewolf, or a zombie, if I was a vampire, a werewolf, or a zombie for a day, just for a day, I think I'd still be a werewolf, you know? I'd be a werewolf because with vampires, the bonus for vampires is eternal life, right? So if I only got that for one day, then I'm not really kind of living the full potential of a vampire, right? With the whole kind of not being able to go out in sunlight, all of that kind of stuff. So no, vampires out of it. Zombies move incredibly slowly. So they're out. It's got to be a werewolf. It's got to be a werewolf with kind of more strength, kind of warm-blooded still, fast, you know, agile. Yeah, it's werewolf for me, definitely. What am with Ava, the thing that I'm looking forward to is really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of fighting against injustice, about really taking a stand and leading a group of people to kind of achieve that equality, that victory within the world that they live in. I think that's Ava's goal overall, of really kind of asserting herself to power and fighting for what she believes in, fighting for what she thinks is right. That's what I'm looking forward to forever, really kind of getting my teeth into that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe on the official Cops and Monsters YouTube, and yeah, keep watching, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
My name is Stephen Purdon and I'm playing Private Colin Bissett. My character is quite focused on this being like a humans only zone. He's totally against the supernatural, the vampires, the werewolves, so he's quite straight-laced, quite old school, where he just wants rid of the supernatural culture basically, and he wants to keep just humans alive and just protect everybody. But I think there may be a few different layers to these characters as we go along. Today I'm filming a couple of scenes with Maya, and it's in the Spider's office, so we're in there, and then I've got a couple of scenes later with Sergeant Stone, where he's kind of moaning about Maya quite a bit because Bissett's not really happy working with Maya. We'll see how it works out. I got involved with Cops and Monsters through Twitter. I was on Twitter one day and Fraser Cool, our director and creator of the whole show, got in touch with me, asked me to retweet a wee Cops and Monsters thing, and then I did it, and then we just got chatting on Twitter. I says, if he ever needs any help with anything, give me a shout. Before you know it, I'm sitting in a coffee shop with him, and he offered me, he sent the script to me, said have a wee read of the script, see what you think. As soon as I read the script, it was just, the script was really, really well written, and it was just something I thought, this is for me. And playing a bit of a soldier, which I've never done before, I thought, I'm going to do this, and obviously it's Scottish, it's crowdfunded, so to get behind that, I feel, is what most Scottish actors want to do, get behind things that are our own. I'm most looking forward to probably just this whole journey throughout series 2. I think, as I say, there's a few moments in the first episode where you see a slight different side to Bissett, where he shows a side where, you know, there's an undercurrent of something happening, that he's so old school, so focused on taking out zombies and werewolves and just keeping it all human. But I think there's something else there, and I feel it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster of a journey for him. So just to see where it goes, how it pans out, and obviously getting to use a kiddie on gun and stuff will be good as well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget to subscribe to the Cops and Monsters YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, everything. Try and get behind it the best you can, and keep watching. All the best, troops.
My name is Billy Kirkwood. I play the Cult of Many Faces. I am a devious manipulator with an unknown origin. I've known Fraser for a couple of years. He used to come and see me do stand-up at the Stand Comedy Club in Glasgow. We became friends as part of that. The opportunity to work together. I don't know if this was the first thing. Can't remember. I think we might have done something before this. Then he came up with the idea of the cult as apart from myself. And I leapt at it. It was a chance to work with someone that I got a lot of respect for, particularly with what he does. And yeah, why not? What am I doing today? I am filming the first episode of season 2 of Cops and Monsters. as well as the little bits and bobs for other bits of the season, or series, as I like to call it because it's not in America. So I'm going to be filming a couple of scenes with Ines Anderson, and yeah, it's going to be great fun. The reason I think people should support Cops and Monsters is sort of lots of different reasons. First of all, it's something truly unique and creative and ambitious that's been done by creative entities and individuals here in Scotland. I think that's a great reason, if anything else. Scotland's always about burgeoning creativity that maybe doesn't get the platform, doesn't get the funding, doesn't get the help it needs, so they can do that. And the cool thing about the way Cops and Monsters have been doing things is it's an opportunity for people to help build this universe. They get to be a part of this universe, so it's truly unique the way we're doing that. And we listen to the fans, the contributors, the people that put donations in. We listen to what they say to try and make it better and better. So it's an opportunity of everyone joining in and helping make this little mini omniverse that we're putting together. My character gets to be a little more mischievous because he's always had an unknown origin. The running joke is that the only person that knows who the cult really is me. But in this, it's a little less unclear exactly where the cult is, what the cult is, or who the cult is. Mm-hmm. Perhaps even more. He gets to sit back and be a little bit of a spectator in all this, and it's gonna be fun. Wow, if I could be in any film ever.
Wow, yeah.
Bloody hell. Would you want to go for success or art? I'll have two answers to that.
Okay.
If I could be in any film, I think I'd love to be in Jaws. I'd love to be Roy Schneider's character in Jaws. Or Doc Brown in Back to the Future. Or Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. Why not?
There you go. Right
or Reese Witherspoon
in Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde 2. Not the first one. I like to always go for the weaker one. Thank you for watching and continuing on the journey with us here at Cops and Monsters. You can like, subscribe, follow on all the social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We'd love to hear from you and keep coming with us on this journey. It's going to be nice. Buy a ticket to the fun bus. One.
Hi, I'm Chris BAIN. I play Jonathan Clark, Minister of Justice on Cops and Monsters. Well, I think since Series 1, Mr. Clark is very ambitious, a lot more ambitious than he was before. He has his sights set on, furthering his career in politics, climbing the ladder, as it were. So yeah, he's definitely a lot more ambitious, and he really wants to bring the supernatural community under control. He wants to stamp his authority all over it, like a furious tap dancer of sorts. More ambitious. He's more politically driven. And I don't know, maybe like a little bit tyrannical as well. He's a real wrong'un, as my mum would say, a wrong'un. Today we are shooting in Glasgow. Where else? We're shooting in this nice office that we have on the 3rd floor, which is an absolute bugger to walk up the stairs. Very steep. So we're shooting a couple of scenes for the new season. And Clark, we're giving too much away, because you won't watch it. Well, yeah, if I tell you about it now. But without giving too much away, Clark is addressing the spiders who have taken over from Pitts, as in the last season. And it's nice, we've got some new cast members on set, which is rude. I'm doing an interview, it's just rude, right? It's just rude. I'm the biggest star in this. Anyway, there's a couple of new cast members, so it's really nice to meet them and work with them. We're just having a great day. It's always good atmosphere, good environment when we do Cops and Monsters, so yeah, just having a really good time. It's a difficult question to answer because it's already been done, for me to choose that. However, that being said, I've always been a big Hunter S. Thompson fan, and I read the book first and I seen the film with, of course, Johnny Depp, and I do like Johnny Depp, but I'm more selective of what I appreciate about his work. But that sort of role it really appeals to me, completely losing yourself in a character and also being able to just let loose and go completely wild in a role. And also physically, he shaved the top of his head to resemble Hunter S. Thompson more authentically. So yeah, that sort of role to just let loose, go crazy, go wild with your emotions and physically change as well. That's something that I would love to do, It's good to wear a suit, I enjoy that too.
But yeah, I just want to go mental in a role, so that's the kind of role that I would like to have. I would be a werewolf, because I just think it'd be awesome to be some big, hairy, dog-human hybrid, you know, and run around howling at the moon. Plus, I love dogs as well. It means I could really hang out with my dog on a mutt-to-mutt level, you know what I mean? And I could actually find out, maybe I could actually find out what, like, you know, when he barks, what he's actually talking about, what he's saying about me. Because I look at him like, oh, he loves me so much. And he's probably like, look man, you didn't take me out till 10 o'clock last night, and I was dying on going to the toilet. Can we just sort that out? So that, I think that'd be really handy, it'd be very insightful. I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for supporting Cops and Monsters and following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, watching the series, which is now on Amazon Prime. As you know, you can catch season 1 there. Without your contributions, we wouldn't be able to make the show, and we really enjoy making the show. And keep supporting us, please do. If you can give any further money to, you know, to the crowd funds and whatnot, that's greatly appreciated, because we got some awesome stuff coming up in season 2. Obviously featuring me, so you're not gonna want, who would want to miss that? No one's gonna want to miss that, right? I mean, I'm considering just paying the whole thing myself, so, you know, so we can do it. But genuinely, thank you for your support. I've been really silly in this interview, so I don't know why, I don't know what's come over me, but thank you for your support, and just keep watching. Thanks guys.
So my name's Helen Quinn. I'm playing Major Frances Stone, who is a soldier who has been injured and unfortunately has had to become desk bound, so she's very controlling of her mob. What attracted me to following Cops and Monsters? Well, I've been kind of following what Cops and Monsters have been doing for a while. I've known Fraser for a long time in the industry, and kind of watching what he's been doing, and when I was asked if I would like to come and join the team, I jumped at the chance. I think it's a really great project. So we're currently shooting episodes 1, 2 and 6, so I have a little insight into what's going to happen, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So most of my scenes are with Maya and also with Jonathan. So I have an interest in trying to stamp down on creature activity. I'm quite keen on that, so I'll be pursuing that in the future. I'm really excited to find out what happens next, because I've only seen some of what's going to unfold, so I'm definitely going to be watching as well. So thanks very much for tuning in, and I hope it's been interesting. I definitely think you should follow us on our various social media channels, and I believe that there is still a Patreon, don't know how to say that, link, so do support us if you can.